Hierdie is die Bostreekia Hadedas, of soos ons hom ken, die Hadeda. Die Hadeda se vermoë om van sy tradisionele vlei-land tuiste na 'n stedelike omgewing te verhuis, het 'n gemengde reaksie tot gevolg gehad, insluitend teenstrydige bygelowe. Party glo dat sy vlugroete oor 'n huis 'n nadere dood beteken, terwyl ander glo dit beteken 'n vooruitsig na 'n goeie oes. Daar word grappenderwys na hulle verwys as vleiende vuvuzelas. En die Zulus glo dat hulle hierdie skreeugeluid maak omdat hulle eintlik regtig bang is om te vlieg. Wat ons wel weet van hierdie aardige voël is dat daar mense is wat van hulle hou en daar's diegene wat nie veel van hulle hou nie. Preshni Singh is 'n dierkundige wat die spesies bestudeer, maar waarom juist die Hadeda?
Because it's the only indigenous bird which has expanded its range so much throughout South Africa.
Terwyl die Hadeda in die meeste Sub-Sahara lande voorkom, was dit in Suid-Afrika voorheen slegs in vlei lande in KwaZulu-Natal gevind.
We keep our lawns nice and short, so it's perfect foraging space for them. And we have swimming pools, so they have access to drinking water. And also they've made use of eating dog food and feeding in trash bags.
En dis die soort optrede wat mense die harnas injag.
I love him too much, but they are very naughty sometimes.
Hulle harde kekke lag word ook glad nie waardeer nie.
I find Hadedas rather annoying. I don't like the noise that they make.
Ander, soos Jack Frost van Pietermaritzburg, kan glad nie verstaan waaroor die bohaai gaan nie. Hy voer al vir 'n aantal jare 'n Hadeda gesin.
Well, my Hadedas story started about 12 years ago. Went into a supermarket. The woman immediately in front of me had a trolley full of dog food tins. And I commented to her, I said, "You must have very hungry dogs." No, she said, "Hungry Hadedas."
Daar was 'n Hadeda nes in sy agterplaas en hy het besluit om hulle te probeer voer.
And I gradually lured them down to the lawn and they've become hooked on dog food.
Hy sê grappenderwys dat hy aandete, bed en ontbyt aan sy gevleuelde gaste verskaf.
I remember when I grew up as a boy in Joburg, virtually the only birds I saw were sparrows and wagtails and the occasional weaver, but certainly you never saw a Hadeda.
Deur die voëls aan te moedig om nader aan mense te leef, kan hulle ongelukkig skade berokken. Preshni se raad is dat mense hulle nie moet voer nie. Hoewel die Hadeda homself baie suksesvol in die stedelike gebied tuis gemaak het, is daar tog sekere gevare wat hierdie voël op 'n daaglikse basis in die oë staar hier in sy nuwe habitat. Rosaline Maurice van Wild Rehabilitation in KwaZulu-Natal sê mense bring gereeld siek en beseerde Hadedas in.
Big birds. Yeah. They're flying into wire, they're flying into pylons. A lot of them eat from dogs' bowls and the dogs get a little bit annoyed with them and they're quite slow taking off, so we tend to find quite a lot of them are caught by dogs. We also get a lot of babies, obviously. They have very large nests and they're very high in the trees, and we have a lot of wind in KZN at this time of the year. So the babies come out of the nest, and because the nests are very inaccessible, it's not possible to put them back, which would obviously be the first option. We also get a lot that have been hit by cars.
Maar sy sê die voëls is taai.
Yeah, we probably have an 80% success rate with rehabilitating the Hadedas.
Ongelukkig is van die voëls wat ingebring word geskiet, met klippe gegooi of deur ketties getref.
And unfortunately, all our trigger-happy little boys with pellet guns shoot a lot of Hadedas as well, because they're big and they're easy to hit.
Preshni sê ten einde die konflik tussen die mens en die Hadeda te verminder, moet hulle gewoontes verstaan word. Sy werk saam met Greg Duckworth, 'n bioloog aan die Universiteit van Kaapstad. Hy sê die Hadedas het ongeveer 20 jaar gelede hier aangekom.
Hadedas actually, they need soft soils in which to feed. And it wasn't really the natural vegetation in Cape Town, but now that people have made rugby fields and lawns and stuff, they can forage on those things, and that's why they can survive in Cape Town.
Die voël se natuurlike dieet is aardwurms of ondergrondse ongeware wildes wat uit die sagte grond opgepik word. How do they affect the ecosystem that they're settling?
There's been some concern of them eating snails and frogs around, but I think they're opportunistic feeders, so they won't particularly single out one species of snail or frog to eat whatever. They'll eat whatever they can.
Hy sê grasperke en lande kry lug wanneer die voël se lang snavels aan die grond na kos soek. Preshni het begin om die Hadedas se roetes met behulp van senders aan te teken. Sy het vir ons 'n kaart met die individuele Hadedas se GPS-liggings gewys. Die wit sterretjies wys waar hulle gesien is. Die meeste plekke is naby hul neste waarheen die voëls elke dag terugkeer na hul kos gesoek het. Dit is interessant dat hoewel die voëls reg oor die land voorkom, hulle nooit ver van hulle neste af beweeg na hulle eers gevestig is nie.
Returns to the same tree every night to roost. So that confirms their roost site fidelity.
Hadedas is ook gebiedsgebonde en keer elke jaar na dieselfde nes terug. En hoewel die aan mekaar geflanste nes skaars tot die einde van die seisoen hou die paar se verhouding baie langer.
So Hadedas are monogamous birds, and they'll pair up at about 3 years of age and start breeding.
Anders as die mooier heilige ibis wat in 'n kolonie nes maak, bly die Hadeda in 'n enkel nes.
And they will defend their territory, and we've actually had reports of some Hadedas killing other Hadedas that have come into the territory.
Greg en sy span het 7 jaar gelede 'n program in werking gestel waar volgens inwoners van die moederstad aangemoedig word om geringde voëls aan te meld asook waar en wanneer hulle neste sien.
I don't know, I think it's a bird that you have an opinion on. You either love it or you hate it.
But they're lovely birds. They're very, very intelligent, and they're born survivors.
Hadedas is nie 'n bedreigde spesies of een wat op die voëlkyker se kortlys verskyn nie. Maar of jy nou van hulle hou of nie, hierdie ibis spesies is vooruitstrewend en aan die gang.